Hey there, my name is Akanoa, and however you came across this video, I hope this isn't your first time watching this short series, because you're turning into this one too late. And if it is your first time watching,
what's wrong with you?
But seriously, even with the lack of views, I do suggest you check out the last few videos I did on this series, because they're a definite watch. Welcome once again to the awful greed of karaoke apps. This is the final part in our 3-part series of videos, covering 3 of the top karaoke apps and searching for the greed that they envelop. Last time we covered Yo-Key, which appeared to be just as bad as our first pick, Small Sing. To look into the app we have today, my expectations are very high for what I found, and I do believe it may be somewhat better than the previous 2 with all the information that I've gathered. So for our final part, I'm revisiting an app that I have a very fond history with. In this video, we're covering StarMaker. StarMaker was once a very different experience of an app for me. Just like how I used our first contender, Small Sing, for trying out karaoke a long time ago, StarMaker was my second option for a significantly better experience after using Small. Small was greatly limited in terms of what you could sing and how you could sing it, along with the end result and sound quality. After using it for long enough, I grew tired of its ways and then found StarMaker, which for what it was, offered what Small truly never gave me: solo recordings. StarMaker won me over for a good while after hopping onto it. I could even use my front camera freely in solo, without the app locking it to a duet recording. Because of these traits, I not only have hope that StarMaker still tops the previous 2, but also am curious as to what people in the reviews had to say about the UI. Because from what I can remember, it did have a few flaws here and there, at least the last time I used it. Let's see if that still holds up with my words, shall we? Right when I open the app, here's the first thing it wins over the previous 2 with: an impressively faster sign-in. Of course it gives the app's logo at launch, but the thing I love about how this app treats the user firsthand is the lack of excessive info. In my last 2 parts I showed how these apps do so much crap in my face before even signing in. This app has a more appropriate change of pace. It first asks me about creating an account, then takes me to a bright front page. And while the sign-in process sure sounds like a chore with most apps, especially once you're revisiting like these ones, the way the app welcomed me in just seems so much more formal than the abundance of useless trash given to me before I even put in my account info. As I moved on and saw what else is across the menu, I noticed upon tapping on the Me section, where your profile is held, it only asks you to sign in when you tap on it for the first time. Much more kinder than how the last 2 apps treated the sign-in. After all that's out of the way, I now have to follow the way I did things in the last video. So here's the time that I pick a song to test the accessibility. Of course I just pick any song that's at the top of the screen, but I find it funny how I picked the same song that I did with Yo-Key. Once I tap on Sing, it takes me to a solo recording by default, where we can see all the other features in one package. You have Hook to check the lyrics, and Duet on the side if you want to change the mode to karaoke. And also at the top right, you have a very nice toggle for the camera. This is such a better UI than the other apps. So far just in terms of how you can sing. It's really a massive improvement from how small it is recording. And while Yo-Key still made the solo recording free, I just love the design of this one overall. After waiting for a few seconds, it then starts loading up the song at the bottom, so I can verify it works pretty efficiently. Next, we have to take to the most significant part that symbolizes the kind of greed a developer can have: subscriptions. And I'm not at all phased at how each of the apps use the same name, VIP. It doesn't take long to search for this section, because like the last 2 apps, I can tell it resides next to your profile. Surprisingly to me, VIP shows itself on a very small button under my account header. So what do we get this time? By tapping on the VIP for StarMaker. Okay, I'm gonna be real, I didn't expect this kind of a difference. For a monthly subscription of just $4.99, holy crap, you get a megaton of features down below. Or you could pay $14.99 for 3 months, which is still a very equal amount for that amount of time. But if you wanted to go a whole year, it's a measly $59.99, down to $29.99 for a good while. So let me tell you, after seeing this, I was in awe at how this is such a very reasonable subscription plan. Looking back on the footage, I don't think the huge gap in prices of this subscription compared to the last 2 ever stuck with me enough to remember. I was just recording everything I wanted to point out. And now that I reviewed my footage for the video, I understandably became surprised at how much this changed things for which app wins over the best subscription offers. But like I said below the subscription plan, we get a whole list of features and accessories just for getting VIP. I mean, look at how I scroll through all these offers in my recording, it's insane. Of course it doesn't feel to me like the majority of these things are that necessary if you just want to see more songs with VIP, but however you see it, it's definitely a better taking than the last 2 apps we looked at. Getting all of these offers is too good for just $4.99, because when I compare this subscription plan to the last 2 apps, we got a massive difference in how much better this plan is. This one is so in line, so evenly balanced, while Smalls and Yo-Keys weren't balanced at all. I'm so stoked at how much this wins over the best subscription. But of course, we can't have all this goodness and not look at some reviews to see if my hopes are too high for this app. The reviews could potentially unveil things that aren't so bright as they are on the outside. My main focus here is to see what the Play Store gives me with the low star ratings, and I'm only looking for the most interesting here. So let's see what I take to the surface. I loved this app last year when quarantine was in force, but I just got back into it and all of the songs I had posted were gone except for 4. And I couldn't find the songs anywhere on the app. Where'd they go? Why take out songs that were already in the system? Please answer me. Would have given 5 stars if it wasn't for this problem. Where'd all the songs go? Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes in these apps, man. I think developers like to change up the format every few months or so, if people want a different variety. This review ain't nothing too bad, just someone concerned for a change in songs. So I wouldn't say this is someone else that's fine. I liked the app, but soon after downloading it, I kept getting notifications that people wanted to be my girlfriend or boyfriend.
Hold up.
These messages came with inappropriate pictures that could be a picture of a butt that's barely covered in others. Yeah, those are just egregious spam bots. Surprisingly, I never thought about bots being on these karaoke apps. The only app I could truly see as being a problem on is something like Live Me, cause it's just ugh. I'm definitely not touching that thing. This and the app doesn't record my voice. After uninstalling and reinstalling, the messages are gone, but it no longer records my voice, and you know how to get points? It never moves because it doesn't record my voice. I would like the app, but it can't record my voice. Yeah, for one, I can see how this could be a problem the app has. The fact this person states that the app has to hear your voice to get points is very noted. But when they say that it doesn't reward them with points if it doesn't hear their voice, that's where it gets kind of suspicious that somehow, someway, this thing went kind of wrong. It might be the phone, it might be the app, but the accuracy of that point system sounds real surprising to me. I literally hate it. The app wants your camera access even when we don't want a face cam. Like if you want to sing, then first you have to give access to the camera, otherwise you can't sing. Please fix this ASAP. Hey, what can I say? Some people are just more concerned for their safety than others, and I respect that, man. But like I said before about the camera, I like how accessible the UI is for singing. It's a nice change from how smoldery the use of the camera. And even if camera permissions may be questionable, once you take a good look at how people on the app are doing with recording themselves, I think you can line up on it. This app sucks. There should be justice in music. Do you think that only the popular songs are the only songs that exist in this world? Where are the rock songs and heavy metal songs gone? Should be giving you 0 star, but with 9 options left, give you 1 star. Yeah, where are the rock songs at, bro? I know popular songs are common in these apps, and it looks like that's mostly all they have in the menu, but with the way I see it, I wouldn't mind singing songs that aren't too horrendous in order to move my vocal cords in a way I don't normally sing with. The only reason I stopped using this app is because I basically sung all the songs I actually liked on there. Still, the user experience is very nice for me. I find it could be kind of fun singing songs you're not used to. It's okay. There's too much info in the same app for the notifications. Songs are good, a lot of variety. The thing I really don't like is how forward use of things it is. Too convoluted and ugly. Haha. Yeah, I get that about some apps nowadays. All you gotta do is change your notification permissions for that app. My phone in particular gives a good list for the kind of notifications a certain app gives me, so I pick and choose which kind of things it sends my way and which ones I can block. Still, notifications with apps this lively can really stress you out, I know. But beyond that, this in particular is very tame so far compared to our last parts. From what I collected, all the reviews I got are small things that aren't exactly counting towards greed. And does that still surprise me? Of course it does. Like, changing songs? Those could be every few months. Spam bots? Those can be common anywhere you are. Sound issues? Those could be rare if the app has mostly positive reception. These are things that the average user can stumble upon, and not know how to feel about them. But if I said this was an example of greed, that deserves a slap to the face. Like, no. Greed is what Smol and Yoki were covered in. It's like Magus from Breath of the Wild. The subscriptions in those 2 apps were a huge example of the greed the developers are so full of, and the reviews left for the 2 definitely fuel the fire that burns with a rotten, foul smell. StarMaker though, seems angelic in comparison. For me, the experience with this app was awesome, and it very much still is. Back when I used StarMaker for fun, I remember getting positive comments even when I thought my recordings didn't sound the best. I gotta say, this thing has such positive reviews, man, and the app is so much more warming than the last 2. Just look at one of the greater reviews I found. Better than Sing by Smol. Yeah, tell him, baby. You can sing a variety of songs solo or duet without purchasing a membership. Exactly what I love about it. You get recognized a lot quicker. The people are so sweet and supportive. They could be boys for all I know, but it's a great app. Even Smol used to be a good app before they got greedy with updates. It's all about that greed, baby, I'm telling you. I hope this app doesn't change with future updates and stays just as amazing as they are now. So you see, this app is absolutely popping. I might even feel like jumping back to the app once again if I'm being honest. It's that good. Overall, this tops the previous 2 in so many examples. Just by reading the reviews, it's much more positive than anything I scrolled through reading the Smol and Yoki. And I gotta say, these developers, they're cool with me. They actually care about their users as much as their users care about other users. It's just positivity all around this app. I'm sure visiting it today will give you some amazing results with anything you choose to record. But as much as I didn't expect this app to absolutely top the other two in comparison, the use of greed is nowhere to be found in this app whatsoever. I'm glad I can say such amazing praise about an app like this when the other two don't even deserve to be on the market. For my last few videos, it's clear enough that Small and Yo-Key are absolute trash as much as their names are, so I'm hoping if anything, you give StarMaker a try. It's fun to sing with the community and an interface that can actually do some good for you. Thank you all for watching, and if you watched the short series from the beginning, I'm equally as glad you stuck around for the kind of informative things I had to share with these apps. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my commentary on what I had to bring to the people of YouTube. You can even share these videos of mine with a friend or family member, and let them know about how StarMaker is the absolute king when it comes to karaoke apps. Until next time, this is Zach and all, and I'll see you guys.